Hi everybody and welcome along to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing 15 books that I want to read as soon as possible. Now I've already started this one, The Interview, and it is by C.M. Ewan, and trust me, it is an absolutely brilliant book. I'm not going to read the blurbs of all of these, but I'm just going to give you an idea of what it's like. It's about this girl who goes for an interview in a stunning office 13 floors above the city below. But the questions keep getting more and more disturbing. The interview takes a very, very sinister turn, and I'm started at the moment, and it is an amazing book. The praise, a brilliant book, and twists galore, Tim Weaver. And I couldn't put the interview down, totally brilliant, B.A. Paris, and of course on the cover, fantastic, Ewan is a genius, Lee Child. That's The Interview, that is what I'm reading at the moment. The other book that I want to read as soon as possible is The Dark Room from Sam Blake, a really, really good crime writer living in Ireland, and her other books are amazing, so this should be absolutely brilliant. I am really looking forward to read it. It is set in West Cork, and it says, Hare's Landing, West Cork, a house full of mystery. And the Irish Independent says, a satisfyingly serpentine plot with a killer twist. And Catherine Ryan Howard, who is a Cork writer, says, shocking reveals and ghostly undertones. That is Sam Blake, The Dark Room. I'm really, really looking forward to read this one. And this is going to be a really, really good historical book. It is Irish Gothic fairy stories from the 32 counties of Ireland, illustrated by Steve Lally and James Patrick Ryan. It's got stories about the fairies and all the other stories, traditions and folklore that were passed down from generations. So this should be a very, very interesting book. And I'm going to go into all details, like showing you the illustrations of that book, for instance, when I'm reviewing it. But now on to the third book of 15, and you would have guessed that a Stephen King book would have came up on my channel sooner or later, and this is Stephen King, The Institute. I'm really, really looking forward to read this book because I love all of Stephen King's books, and it's about, let's say, the playground was surrounded by a chain link fence at least 10 feet high, and Luke saw cameras peering down at two of the corners. His first thought was that if there was ever a prison exercise yard for kids between the ages of 6 and 16, it would look exactly like this. And that is just a bit of the blurb. As I said, I'll go into more of these books in the reviews. This writer wrote the amazing book, The Couple Next Door, which I absolutely devoured. This is not a happy family. Someone in this house could be dangerous. Fast-paced and twisted, keeps you guessing until the very last page. Paula Hawkins said that, so that should be absolutely amazing. And Linda LaPlante, what an amazing crime writer, and this is Unholy Murder, and she's actually got a new one out too, which I should get, but I'm really looking forward to read this one. Just Pray You're Not Next, and it's the new Tennyson thriller, so I'm really looking forward to read Linda LaPlante, and I love the cover, I love the colours, the whole design, it looks fabulous. And you might have checked out my Sebastian Fitzek review of Amok. This is his other book, Seat 7A, and the cover, like Amok, is absolutely amazing. It says in the back, you know it's irrational, you've checked the statistics, flying is safer than driving, 19 times safer. So it's about this person who's on a plane and they hope that nothing will go wrong, but it looks like something drastic will go wrong. I'm really looking forward to read this one. Stay tuned to my upcoming videos for a full review. That's Sebastian Fitzek, Seat 7A. Now onto the other side, and this is a one that I've been really looking forward to for a long time. Dolly Parton and James Patterson. She's a star on the rise, she's a singer on the run. Run, Rose, Run. And I've also got the album that accompanies this book, and I didn't listen to it yet, but I'm really, really looking forward to listen to the album. And it says in the back, find a future, lose a past. She's a star on the rise, singing about her hard life behind her. She's also on the run. This is a very, very interesting collaboration between Dolly Parton, the legend country singer, and James Patterson, the legend crime writer. And I'm really, really looking forward to read this as soon as possible. I absolutely love the TV show, so I was delighted to see the book series. This is the first book from the series that I got, and it is the 50th in the series. Murder, She Wrote, A Time for Murder. Buckle your seatbelts and join Jessica Fletcher on this non-stop, breathless thrill ride across time. A sparkling slam dunk success. #1 New York Times best-selling author Lisa Gardner. Based on a Universal television series. I really love the cover. This is the hardback and I love the design of it. And of course, I'm going to be reviewing this as soon as possible too. I'm really, really looking forward to read it. As you can see, the cover looks amazing. This is a book that I just discovered a couple of weeks ago and I finally got it. It is 9 Lives, Peter Swanson. If you're on the list, you're marked for death. Now that really grabbed my attention. Keeps you guessing right to the end, Peter May. So that's enough because Peter May is an amazing crime writer. This book looks amazing and it says in the back, the envelope is unremarkable. There is no return address. It contains a single folded sheet of white paper. This is a book about people get a, well, sheet of paper in the door with their name on it, and if they know anything about this, they're next for murder. So that makes a really, really intriguing crime fiction story. And I'm really looking forward to read this one. Now, a lot of you probably heard of this one. This is another book that I am really, really looking forward to read. And it got a lot of critical acclaim, and rightfully so, I'd say. I don't have to read it to know that it should be amazing because of what I heard about it. It's The Maid. You don't see her, but she sees you. A gripping and heartwarming whodunit, Santa Montefiore. It's from Nisha Prose, and I am your maid. I know about your secrets, your dirty laundry, but what do you know about me? Elegant, warm-hearted and wry, Molly is the most winningly offbeat narrator since Eleanor Oliphant, an absolute joy, Louise Candlish. And Liz Student, another Cork writer where I'm from, said, I am bedazzled by the charm of Molly the Maid, thoroughly entertaining, intriguing and utterly compelling. That is The Maid, and I love anything set in a hotel or a motel or a guest house. Well, Catherine Ryan Howard had a brilliant book, and it was called Rewind, and it was set in an Airbnb, and that was an amazing story. So any story set in a hotel or anything like that, I really, really love. Or any movie, it's always intriguing. Well, we're getting right up there on the list, and these are in no particular order, and this is James Patterson's Steal. A billionaire's son is missing, suicide or deadly plot. Now, James Patterson's books are always amazing, and this is one he did with Howard Rowan, and I'm really, really looking forward to read this one. The stakes are sky high for Dr. Dylan Reinhardt. When a student in Reinhardt's psychology class threatens to kill himself, everyone hopes it's a hoax. I'm really looking forward to read James Patterson's Steal, and now there are 3 more to go for my 15 books I am really looking forward to read as soon as possible. This is Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Season of the Witch, a prequel novel by Sarah Rees Brennan, and the cover looks absolutely amazing, as you can see there, and the inside looks amazing. So it is presented absolutely beautiful, and I'll be really looking forward to review this book. This is an absolute amazing book, according to lots of people, and I'm sure I'm going to say the same thing soon when I read it. It is the TikTok sensation with over 200,000 5-star reviews. It's about Lauren Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. A thriller that will keep you up all night, and a twist that will leave you reeling. That is Verity by Colleen Hoover. the #1 New York Times bestseller. I am really, really looking forward to read that one. And as you can see, lovely artwork again there. And this is my last book. This is another local writer to me, Amy Cronin, Blinding Lies. In a web of lies, who can you trust? And this is one that I'm really, really looking forward to read. The blurb sounds amazing, and the story sounds very interesting and intriguing. And as for all the other books, watch out for a full review later on. Well everyone, that is all the books that I'm really looking forward to read as soon as possible. Thanks for watching the video everyone, and if you liked this content, please give it a like and comment below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the bell to be notified on new content. Thanks for watching. Bye.